Paradigm shift attempt. Nope, Kingston.
Oh, God almighty! To the bare skin! Those thumbtacks!
Ladies and gentlemen, your Full Gear main event is an I Quit match for the AEW World Championship. Anything goes, and the only way to win is to make your opponent say the words, I quit.
Well, JR, you had mentioned before you were a part of a great I Quit match many, many years ago. Ric Flair, Terry Funk.
89.
1985, I saw Tully Blanchard, who was barred from ringside tonight, go up against Magnum TA in an I Quit match in a cage. There have been some great ones, and we expect nothing less here tonight.
Well, those two have been amazing, and they stand out above all others.
Sure.
It's a tough act to follow, no doubt about it. But Eddie Kingston's been waiting about 17 years for this day to happen in his life. There's the champion, and ready to compete the first ever I Quit match in AEW history. And it's for the AEW World title. Jon Moxley.
He has such a presence. Listen to the ovation.
The crowd erupts for the AEW World Champion.
Can't tell you how great it is to have fans, this many fans back in our presence. We in their presence for specifically. They've added a lot to tonight's show. We thank them for being here.
Jon Moxley, a perfect 20-0 on the year. Undefeated. Will his first loss come as a result of saying the words, I quit?
You know, I was not aware of how far Moxley and Eddie Kingston went back. I certainly didn't know some of the intricacies of their relationship. The volatility that seemed to always surround their friendship.
Well, I tell you, I have a great amount of respect. I really do for any man, woman who has gone through the independent circuit, fought their way to this moment. I have a tremendous amount of respect for both men.
Both guys have done it. Eddie Kingston just a hell of a lot longer. Let's go down to Justin Roberts.
Introducing at this time, the challenger from Yonkers, New York, weighing 244 pounds, Eddie Kingston. And his opponent, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. He is the fighting pride of the east side of Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing 231 pounds, the reigning and defending AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley!
Great ovation for the champ.
Your referee is Bryce Remsburg.
If that is his real name.
Here we go, man.
JR and Tony, you mentioned the path that both of these men cut through the independent scene. I was lucky enough to be there for a very large part of it. You saw the shirt that Eddie Kingston was wearing as he made his way to the ring in honor of the late, great Tracy Smothers. Eddie Kingston represents just what Smothers did. T is for terrible, H is for hell, U is for ugly, G is for jail, because a thug can't spell. Eddie Kingston is a thug, and so is Jon Moxley.
Man, the shots are coming here hard and heavy in the early going.
Wow. I mean, wow. You talking about Slugfest.
Oh, and Kingston dropped it from those right hands.
A lot of shots to the face.
Look at that. Kingston just sticking his chest down like...
Both of them are standing there willing to take the best that the other has.
Ooh. Kick there.
Yeah, nice strikes
Ankle
by
pick.
Eddie. Nice strikes.
And Kingston has been, as we saw in the countdown special, been upping his grappling game, and you can see.
Well, look at
Oh,
this.
biting the ear. It's all legal here.
Of course it is. He'll rip that ear right off is what he'll do.
Rimsberg's got to pretend he's Mills Lane. Stop the biting.
And I mentioned Kingston being a thug, but he's also a tremendously inspired by Mitsuharu Misawa, as you can see by the attire of Eddie Kingston, that green and silver.
We said this match is very personal. That's what you're seeing. It's not going to be pretty. It may be bowling shoe ugly. Hell, I don't know. But you're going to get a lot of this fighting. And whose body's going to hold up the longest?
Well, how about that kick?
That kick, yeah, almost buckled Moxley.
And remember, to end it, somebody's going to say, I quit.
Kingston, belly-to-belly suplex, takes Moxley over the top. You have to remember, in their first encounter in AEW, Jon Moxley put Eddie Kingston to sleep. The referee had to stop the match. That strategy will not work here tonight. If you put the man to sleep, he can't say, I quit.
That sounds logical to me. So you just beat the hell out of him, beat him to a pulp until he doesn't want any more.
Moxley building up steam. Tope suicida.
Kingston trying to open that chair, took his eye off the prize, enabling Moxley to come across the ring. He looked down, it cost him.
All 231 pounds of our AEW World Champion flying at the challenger, just like that chair.
Chair right to the face. And Kingston got his hands up, no doubt about that, but he still ate some chair. Get him some barbecue sauce with that chair. It tastes better. And Moxley he's like a cat.
Look at that. Eddie still say, come on, hit me. Eddie,
And that's,
I'll break your fingers.
that was the hand that Kingston blocked that chair.
Got a finger.
Oh!
It's almost as if Eddie is daring him to try to make him say, I quit. Trying to push Moxley.
And that was also the hand of that Eddie Kingston used to hit that spinning back fist on Moxley, the one that put him out, that set this match into motion.
Well, those railings don't care who's out there. They're going to stand their ground.
Eddie said in an earlier interview, nothing means more than being the world champion. Nothing.
Well, it signifies success in our business, to be on top, to be the guy. You get a lot of wins out of that, notwithstanding financial rewards.
It also, for Kingston and anyone, means the realization of a long,
Oh,
a long journey dream.
Oh, God.
Kingston?
And you hear referee Bryce Remsburg inquiring, does Eddie Kingston want to quit?
And I didn't realize until last week that Remsburg had a relationship with Eddie Kingston. But they go back a long ways.
Bryce Remsburg, myself, Eddie Kingston, and the late sweet and sour Larry Sweeney took a road trip from Philadelphia to Detroit to work on an independent wrestling show years ago. I've known all these men for so long, and it's very rewarding to see them here in the main event of our full gear pay-per-view, but it's also, it makes me a little bit sick because I'm worried at what lengths these men will go to.
Well, you know they'll take it farther than they should. That's the nature of the pro wrestling beast.
Oh!
Everything, and there's no such thing as moderation. Especially when it comes to punishment and pain and taking chances.
Well, they both agreed to the I Quit match. You knew right there.
And I mentioned Larry Sweeney. I invoked Tracy Smothers earlier. These are two of the men that really influenced and inspired Eddie Kingston. When they passed, he took their loss very hard, which is why he feels like Jon Moxley selling out, leaving him behind. That's why he has such a time handling that. Oh,
Well, Tony and I both knew Tracy Smothers very well.
Absolutely.
Very well.
He had a profound impact on our careers as well because he was a great guy and a tremendous athlete, underrated.
Southern Boys and Midnight Express had a match for the ages.
And then he redid his career.
Yeah, after your generation saw Tracy Smothers in the ring, he inspired my generation of pro wrestlers.
Right.
Well, Eddie's inspired by chairs.
He's inspired to put a quick end to this match.
He's limping prominently. That's not a surprise.
Moxley's just...
no!
Oh, boy, I would say Moxley just getting... Moxley is bleeding, and I think the blood just may be beginning.
And Moxley about to say, have a nice day.
Hello.
Oh! Barbed wire bat across the front and the back of Eddie Kingston.
Jesus, not... Oh.
Good God.
I'm not sure there's a quicker way to make a man say, I quit. By bludgeoning him with a barbed wire baseball bat.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, my God.
We have to, look at this. Eddie bleeding from the mouth.
Eddie bleeding from the mouth. He's going to be bleeding in other places.
Oh, my God.
If Moxley has his way. This is disturbing.
And this is what I was talking about, the lengths that these men will go to make one another say, I quit.
Bryce Remsburg was asking Eddie that time. No response from Kingston.
Bat.
There's maybe some internal bleeding here.
Yeah, no, I agree. He's coughing up.
Yeah.
Something's up, and it's not comfortable.
And the first time these two met, it was the referee stoppage. No such thing in this match. Drop step. Oh! Backdrop suplex by Kingston.
God, it's amazing he can stand.
The second one.
Instinct and passion. It's a tough combination to beat.
Very well said.
But you see the labored breathing of Eddie Kingston after those blows to the lungs with that barbed wire bat. Oh. Simple but effective.
Yeah, boy, you're not kidding. Simply brutal.
I applaud the fact the referee's wearing gloves.
He put him on when he saw the blood, which is standard procedure.
Gouging the eyes of Kingston.
Man, you impair a man's vision, it changes everything. That's what Moxley was trying to do there.
Fighting on the knees, man.
Kingston just throttling the AEW World Champion.
You saw Bryce Remsburg say, Mox, what do you say?
Remember Full Gear last year? It was Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega in that brutal lights out match. Moxley was victorious.
The clarent flowing from the mouth, maybe elsewhere, by Eddie Kingston. And again, he catapults that chair with a high inside fastball right to the face of Moxley, the champion. Not for the weak at heart.
What the hell?
Kingston removes a strand of barbed wire from the bat.
Oh, are you kidding me?
He's wrapping it around his right hand.
He's lost his mind.
Yeah, he's going to hurt himself.
You're right. He's gonna,
Kingston's in a rage. He's overwhelmingly psychotic here.
Digging the barbed wire into Moxley's face.
Moxley just slaps him back coming out of it.
And Kingston, just a manic laughter. Oh, the Hurricane! The spinning back fist. Moxley goes down. Kingston shoots for the cover. Oh! It's got Moxley locked in.
And Remsburg is in position.
Double wrist lock, Barriott.
Got the Kimura locked in, and now the headbutt, and once again returns to it.
What a brutal affair. It just, look out, oh my God, he's biting it.
Moxley biting the challenger for the AEW title. Yes, it's legal.
Oh, man, what the hell are we watching?
If Kingston was able to bring Moxley's wrist closer to the shoulder blades, he would have had a chance to separate the shoulder, maybe even tear some Tear some tendons, tear some muscles in the arm of the AEW World Champion.
But a lot of flesh already torn in this match. Good God.
Well, Kingston originally brought 2 chairs in the ring. He set them just like this. Moxley disrupted that. But now Moxley's in no position to disrupt anything.
Jon Moxley's in just about as bad a shape as we've seen him inside an AEW ring as he switches with Kingston and
There's just no way that you learn to land like that in wrestling school. You don't practice landing on tables or chairs.
Human body is not meant to bend that way.
Or if you do, you're in the wrong damn school.
Good God, what, you know, you think about it, let's take a look at it one more time. Oh.
There's no way it doesn't hurt you. It kills you. The pain screwed up your legs, your lower back, and then clothesline from death.
You know, Eddie Kingston is his own man. He could have come out here with his family, Butcher, Blade, the Lucha Bros. But he came out here by himself, proving it's his own man. He's going to win the title his own way.
Eddie Kingston is dead set on destruction of Jon Moxley, of the AEW World Champion.
I don't know. This doesn't look good.
It's not a bag of chocolate. It's a bag. You can only imagine.
Yeah,
the perverseness of the mind of Eddie Kingston.
Eddie just holding on to his back. And yeah, there you go.
Yes, those are thumbtacks. Don't adjust your set.
This is what I was talking about. This is what worries me. This is what gives me the pit in my stomach.
Sure, right. I agree. I see what you say.
And you got to also wonder what else is Kingston planted.
Oh, drop step there, Moxley. German suplex. Kingston up to his feet.
Dangerously close to those thumbtacks for those 2 suplexes.
Oh, shuts him down with the clothesline.
Wow. Thunderous clothesline. Big time contact.
And there they sat in that corner. Ominous looking.
Moxley was able to fight through the pain of that backdrop.
Bam!
He countered with that clothesline, but he was unable to capitalize.
What a follow through. Incredible.
I think that bleeding in Kingston's mouth has begun anew.
There they are. Good God. No, you're right. He's bleeding more now. Oh, maybe through the nose now.
Uh-oh. Look out. Moxley.
Paradigm shift attempt. Nope. Kingston.
Oh, God almighty. To the bare skin. Those thumbtacks just penetrated throughout the body, the arms, the shoulder.
Now Remsburg is asking, do you quit?
And Moxley shouting no.
My God. The strategy of using the thumbtacks for Eddie Kingston worked. Now he's going back for that single strand of barbed wire.
He didn't quit. Eddie said, oh, did he quit?
Oh, look at that. The toughness, mental, physical toughness it takes to endure that scenario right there is inexplainable.
Hiroshi Hase inspired Uranage by Eddie Kingston planting Moxley on those thumbtacks. And he's got it.
What now?
He went over to the timekeeper's area, and Doc Sampson is actually on his feet yelling at Kingston. I don't know if we can get a shot of it. But
oh my God, it's alcohol. It's rubbing alcohol.
Oh!
That Doc keeps it ringside. He just raided his medical equipment is what he did.
And that low blow was so blatant, so on point.
But so legal.
That time it was if you notice the heel of his boot driving into the nether regions of the champion.
Boy, the winner of this match will not only be the champion, he'll be the survivor.
Oh my God. Moxley raising the middle finger into the face
I'm gonna be
of the
honest
challenger.
If he does not say I quit from that. Oh, no.
No.
Oh.
God! Oh, the rubbing alcohol over the punctured back of Jon Moxley.
It's scorching the skin of the AEW champion. Rubbing alcohol on open wounds throughout his back. And he still says, I do not quit.
This has been an absolutely brutal display.
He's got a handful of those tacks. My God.
Come on, Eddie. I mean, are you...
See, look at that. He hurt him.
He doesn't really care.
No, he doesn't. It's just like we said, he's his own man. He's out here by himself. My God. And now, again, the barbed wire.
The story of Eddie Kingston in All Elite Wrestling. Do the ends justify the means now
Here,
with the Bulldog choke?
Look here. This is how Moxley beat Kingston.
The Bulldog choke applied, but if he puts Moxley to sleep,
God, and the tack sticking in his head.
if he puts Moxley to sleep, he can't say, I quit.
Well, I don't think he's trying to put him to sleep. I think he grips and then he lets loose a little bit, and then he grips.
And you can see Moxley lacing those fingers in between the forearm of Kingston. Oh, brutal crossface shots. And again, dropping down into the Bulldog choke. He doesn't have his hip to the canvas.
Crossface shots can break your nose in one fell swoop.
Oh, God.
One shot.
Oh, big knee. Oh, Moxley with the sleeper in.
Same though philosophy that you said earlier. Kingston can't go to sleep because if he does, he can't say I quit.
Kingston. Oh, with a page out of Minoru Suzuki's book, and now to the Bulldog.
He's checking in.
And Minoru Suzuki writes a very violent book.
Oh, driving knee to the face. Underhook. Paradigm shift. The crown of Kingston's head driven into the mat.
And he's getting awful close to that pool of thumbtacks is Eddie Kingston at the hands of the AEW champion.
Now look at this. Bryce Remsburg hovering over Eddie. Eddie said no. Remsburg saying, tell me if you quit. And I'll stop the carnage. But the carnage continues. My God.
Jon Moxley with that strand of barbed wire.
Moxley's got an idea.
There's no other way out. What does he mean by that?
Moxley wrapping the barbed wire around his forearm.
Just listen.
Oh, the Bulldog choke with the barbed wire on the arm.
God. Oh, my God.
Pumps her in the face of Eddie Kingston, who's got to be in gut-wrenching pain right now.
Bryce Remsburg is pleading with Kingston to quit.
Look, it's cutting the side of his face.
Oh, God.
I quit. He said it.
My God, Evan.
The winner of this match, and still AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley.
Well, we were expecting one hell of a fight, and that's exactly what we've got.
JR, we've seen a lot. I don't think I've seen anything like this, where he wrapped the barbed wire around his arm, drove it, cut his face, drove it into his chin, probably into the bone. And Eddie had to say it. Look at the thumbtacks.
Moxley covered in thumbtacks. A lot of them are falling out, but there's still some pretty good puncture wounds there. Then that rubbing alcohol Excalibur.
Eddie Kingston is as stubborn of a man as ever walked this earth.
Absolutely.
But even he knew that Jon Moxley was not going to relinquish that hold.
He's still the man. Look at this. But how can he not respect Eddie Kingston?
And Eddie, Moxley victorious. Eddie Kingston, I believe, in tears.
Eddie, one of the toughest guys I've seen in the ring in decades. He deserves our respect.
Damn right.
But you gotta wonder, he seemed a little unhinged. How's this loss going to affect him?
That's what champion's made of. Heart, guts, soul, blood, and guts.
Moxley with an amazing adrenaline rush. What a night it's been here. The stars are shining tonight. The talents played big. They worked their asses off. It was physical. Everything delivered as we expected it to and more.
And next for Jon Moxley, Kenny Omega. Huh?
Yep, Omega wins the Eliminator Final tournament.
Got a couple of new champs.
Congratulations to the Young Bucks. What an amazing tag team match that was. As Moxley trying once again in his life to help his old friend, if nothing else, but to get to his feet. And Eddie Kingston will have nothing of it.
Eddie Kingston called Jon Moxley a sellout, but Jon Moxley proved here tonight he is the best professional wrestler in the world. He is the real deal.
There's one top guy in all of pro wrestling. And for my money and in my eyes, it's right there. Jon Moxley comes to fight every damn night. No matter what, no matter who. My God, he's beating Jake Hager and Brody Lee and Lance Archer, MJF, Brian Cage. Who hasn't he beat?
Chris Jericho. Like we said, two familiar foes.
They met 1 year ago at Full Gear. They will meet again soon.
Omega's won the right to meet the AEW champion by winning the Eliminator tournament. Moxley boldly inviting Omega in the ring, and Omega showing the signs of a real war he was in with Hangman Page to start off our broadcast.
Kenny Omega gesturing at the ring, saying he wants no part of that match they had 1 year ago at Full Gear. He wants it one-on-one, traditional pro wrestling rules. Omega thinks he has the advantage, but Jon Moxley thus far this year has been unbeatable.
We have the fightingest champion in all of pro wrestling. He's the AEW champion. His name is Jon Moxley. Committed to memory. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for inviting us into your home. For my partners, Tony Schiavone and Excalibur, I'm Jim Ross saying thank you so much again, and we'll see you Wednesday night, Dynamite on TNT.